Hi, my name is Bernie Williams and this is That 4x4 Show. This is the last episode in the current series. In this episode, Hannes and I decided to take on a special mountain. We also have a look at some of the highlights and, of course, some of the lowlights. But here is that special mountain. Yeah, Hannes.
Yeah, Bernie.
It's the end of the series.
Yeah, I hope it was successful, man.
It was fun, but we need to find something that's special that we can end the series with.
Have you got an idea?
Yes. Let's go and drive up some fancy mountain.
Hey, that sounds good to me.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So we jumped in a Nissan Patrol GL and went on a bit of a drive to find a mountain. A 600-kilometer drive to be exact. And while we were driving, we had a thought. Driving up a mountain in this Nissan would be a bit like asking Springbok forward Bismarck du Plessis to play for an under-11 school side. It would be just too easy. So we made a few phone calls. Oh, and then we found a mountain. A big mountain. The Maluti Mountains, the highest mountain range in South Africa. It's also one of the most spectacular, most beautiful, and in case you want to drive up it, one of the most dangerous. Linking the town of Underberg in KwaZulu-Natal and Mogotlong in Lesotho, the infamous Sani Pass is notoriously hazardous if you catch it on a bad day. The actual pass, which is just under 10 kilometers long after the South African border post, all the way to the top and a height of 2,840 meters above sea level, offers a spectacular drive with switchback after switchback and massive drop-off after massive drop-off. In summer, beautiful waterfalls are scattered all over the mountain sides, and the green mountains and rolling hills look like they were taken straight out of a Heidi storybook. In winter, the pass takes on a much more fatalistic persona. Heavy snow and slippery conditions have led to the demise of many a 4x4 and many a person too. Only 4x4s are allowed to go up the pass, but 4x2s are permitted to go down the pass. However, you can have 6 seasons in 1 hour on this pass, which makes the driving in some areas extremely tricky. Mist can be another major issue here. All in all though, this place is pure magic, and no picture or video can fully do it justice. You need to smell the smells of fresh waterfalls, check out the ice rats in real life, and just take in the endless vistas with your own eyes. Oh yes, there's also the 4x4 we selected for this trip, a special one with which we plan to make some history. And here it is. It's a Jeep Grand Cherokee with almost 180,000 kilometers on the clock. Thing is, this Jeep doesn't have an engine. Like, not at all. Instead, it uses an electric motor with 80 kilowatts of power and 500 Newton meters of torque. That's right. This Jeep is fully electric and runs only on battery power. It has 180 lithium-ion batteries, big inverter, charger, and a power cable to allow you to plug into a normal 220-volt outlet. It'll take about 7 hours to fully charge if all the batteries are empty, if you charge it through a normal wall socket. A more powerful 3-phase electricity supply will allow a charging time of around 4 hours from empty. The Jeep is the brainchild of engineer Anthony English, who developed the system and has been driving Freedom 1, as the Grand Cherokee is called, for more than a year in its electric format. The powerful electric motor is directly coupled to the Jeep's drivetrain via the transfer gearbox. Anthony says the Jeep will do around 160 kilometers around town on one charge. If you feel racy, the Jeep's top speed is around 130 kilometers an hour. But now the question is, will this electric 4x4 contraption make it up this notorious pass without killing us? Will it have enough electric motor kahunas to get us up those steep slopes, over the rocks, through the water and around those tight switchbacks? We drove it from the Sani Pass Hotel to the start of this notorious section of road, and we were still not convinced about this electric business, or if we would be killed dead or not. So Hannes, here we are, the Dragon, Sani Pass, electric Jeep. What do you think? We're going to make it?
Well, I'm impressed. If the battery is going to last We've still got a long way to go to the top.
We've done about 10 kilometers and there's about another 7 or 8 kilometers to go to the top. And I think the last 3 or 4 kilometers are probably going to be the most interesting. So yes, if the battery's lost.
Very much. You think it's the first electric car that goes up this fast?
Probably yes. Milkman Hannes.
With the Jeep in high range, we took off on the dirt section. The Grand is fitted with aftermarket Oldman Emu shocks. You can feel this 4x4 is no lightweight. That's because the batteries add so many kilos to the deal. This Jeep now weighs in at 2.5 tons, which is quite a lot. Never mind, we bravely whooshed on. Jeep sounds more like a spaceship than a 4x4. Just listen. But all this fresh air, big mountains, and the hypnotic spaceship whooshing of the electric motor caused a bit of a problem.
Hannes, I'm hungry.
You know what? I've got some boiled eggs at the back and some nice boerewors.
Blauw eiers en frikadel.
Iets van haar.
And so, probably just like Godfrey Edmonds, who first drove this pass in 1943 in a Jeep, we had some frikadelle, boerewors and boiled eggs. This pioneering, first-in-the-world business is hard work, you know. But we still had some ways to go, and soon we headed off again. And then, well, then it got a little bit more tricky.
Hey, Papa.
At least the view is beautiful. This is now the start of the serious business of the Dragon, called Sani Pass. Does this car still have a low range?
Definitely got a low range.
You gonna make it?
Well, I think we're going to use it now.
But the other concern that we have when we get to the top,
Problem is there 220 volt plug at the top that we can recharge tonight.
we'll make it to there, but I believe there's a fancy system in here that when you climb onto the brakes, it recharges the batteries.
So we're going to do recharging all the way back tomorrow.
Why are you going to be on the brakes all day?
We'll have to.
Okay, so the electric Jeep has brought us all the way to the start of the most difficult part of Sani Pass. The last few hundred meters is a steep climb with lots of switchbacks and some ruts and rocks too. This was it, the moment of truth for the 220 volt Jeep.
So we officially start to ascend the Dragon. Come on. Serious stuff happening now. Do you know what you're doing?
Yeah.
With this milk truck.
I can see. Trying our best, man. Trying our best. The car is trying its best.
This is not bad, honest.
I must say I'm impressed. You know what?
So far.
You don't lose any power going on high altitude with the electric motor.
Yeah, it's not normally petrol motor, a normal aspirated motor will lose power because of the thin air.
It actually feels good.
It feels very good. Come on, Hannes, we're almost there, man. There's Sani top, I can see it. Well, I must be honest with you, I didn't think we'll make it to the top.
Really impressed. I mean, we're about, not even 40, we're about 40% down on battery power, right?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Onwards and upwards we go, going where no electrically powered vehicle had ever gone before. Higher, higher and higher until finally we saw a sign. We made it, and Freedom 1 becomes the first fully electric Jeep Grand Cherokee in the history of man to scale the notorious Sani Pass. Hey, this record-breaking business is quite fun, but it does make one very thirsty.
Well done, my man, well done.
You do as well, thanks, man.
I must be honest, I didn't think we'll make it.
I'm very, very impressed.
See what it says on the door there? It says, believe it, it's electric. But you know what I saw? The highest pub in Africa.
I think, let's go. It's chilly up here, and it's not the chili that we eat.
I need something warm, let's go.
The well-known Sani Top Chalets became the Sani Mountain Lodge a while ago, following a change of ownership. It must be said that for a long time, this lodge did not exactly receive glowing reports from guests, especially in regards to service levels. But with a new team at the helm, the whole place has been considerably jacked up, and the experience is now much more friendly, efficient and professional. The lodge features a very cool pub, spectacular viewing deck, several cozy rondavels that can sleep a total of about 30 people, and a restaurant that serves outstanding meals.
A lot of you are wondering what happened to the Land Rover Discovery. Well, here's an update for you.
The Land Rover that sadly did not make it to the Johannesburg International Motor Show because there was no space for it. The Landy that has kept us on the edge of our office chairs for nearly a year. Yep, it's that V8 Landy. Over a year, we've completely updated the mechanicals, we've resprayed it, we've added a full Tough Dog suspension, the interior has been completely redone in leather, and a new custom dashboard was constructed from fiberglass. But it has taken a long time to get this far. For our last update, the Discovery V8 is with Attitude Dyno Tuning in Roslyn, Pretoria. There, the exhaust system and the blown engine control unit, or ECU, is being replaced with a free-flow performance exhaust and a Spetronics engine management system. Johan Kleitz explains more about the upgrades.
So basically what has been done on the vehicle so far, we fitted the aftermarket free-flow exhaust system, 57mm runners from the front, collecting into a 63 going to the back. Basically what's going to happen now, the next step is fitting the management system. We opted for a Spetronics intermediate system, which effectively splits the fuel injection itself into batch firing injecting. The injectors effectively will pulse 2 in a sequence, which will eliminate the old airflow meter at this stage, which is faulty. To give it a much smoother idling, much smoother power delivery, and in the end, a better fuel consumption.
The advantages of the replacement engine management systems are legion, says Johan.
Okay, main reason for changing to an aftermarket management system at this stage, this is the headache at this stage on this vehicle. It reads the amount of airflow going into the engine, and at this stage it's not getting the right signal to the ECU, electronic control unit for the engine that controls the fuel that's pulsed into the engine. With the aftermarket system, we have a MAP sensor, mass airflow sensor, that's going to replace this on the aftermarket ECU. It will reduce the fuel consumption considerably, because you can tune it every 125 RPMs according to load and RPMs itself.
And that's that for our project discovery for this series. Meanwhile, just listen to this sweet noise.
So on a cold morning over a warm cup of coffee, Hannes and I sit at Sani Top with one of the most beautiful backdrops in the background, and we discuss the last 13 weeks.
In the last 13 weeks, we got to drive a lot of different cars. What was your favorite one that you enjoyed the most?
I think I've enjoyed the V8 Jeep the most, especially going on that rally stage. I don't know if it's been made for that, but the power and everything was awesome, and the car handled very well. It was one of my nicer tests.
Why am I not surprised?
Probably the power.
It's got a big old V8 engine that produces almost 500 horsepower, but that sounds more like 1,000 horsepower. It also has excellent handling, and from behind the awesome steering wheel, it just feels so right. It's a smile a kilometer performance 4x4, and it's kind of tailor-made for a former national rally champion and Dakar competitor like Hannes Krobler.
Which car did you enjoy the most?
Hannes, that's a difficult one. I certainly enjoyed the Porsche Cayenne S. That was awesome. Okay, probably because it's a Porsche and because of all the power. Value for money wise, I really enjoyed the Pajero Sport. That to me was really an eye-opener.
The latest 2.5 litre Pajero Sport really stole my heart. The combination of comfort, stability and sportiness, and the new high-power engine and smooth shifting automatic gearbox really made an impression on me. It even offers good value for money too.
Hannes, so what was your least favorite car?
Well, my least favorite car was probably the Rexton, but it wasn't bad at all,
I personally think if that vehicle either had traction control or a rear diff lock, it would probably be perfect.
We reckon car manufacturers just don't make bad cars anymore. Some are just a little better than others, and here in South Africa, brand perceptions is also a huge mountain to climb for small operators like Samuel. Fact is, this Rexton was surprisingly good, even though it may ultimately not be quite as good as mainstream options in this segment.
You know, Hannes, we used a couple of places to test the vehicles, and to me, two of the nicest places was one was ADA because of the gravel skid van and the basic obstacles, and then the other one that really stands out in my mind is Rhino Park. Tinus Breitenbach and the guys from McCarthy 4x4 Club. I think that's a wonderful facility.
You know what? That's so close to Pretoria, And if I had to go out for a weekend or a day trip, I would just go there.
Awesome.
A big shout out goes to Tinus Breitenbach from the McCarthy 4x4 Club, which is based at the Rhino Park Adventure Complex east of Pretoria. Tinus helped us drive cars, wash cars, remove tow bars, fix cars, you name it. If you want to find out more about this club, check out the link on our website. Thanks, Tinus. African Dream Adventures is situated on the other side of Pretoria, near Hartbeespoort Dam. This facility offers a variety of 4x4 obstacles which are more suited to learning the tricks of the trade. Check out our website to find out more, and also for more info on our training options.
And Hannes, your favorite adventure that we did?
I think it's going to be hard to beat the Sani Pass here that we did yesterday, and sitting here this morning, it's just unbelievable.
So it's certainly one of the most scenic routes that you could ever do. I mean, 4x4 wise, probably not that hectic unless you're a complete novice driver. It might be intimidating, but certainly absolutely beautiful.
So, the roads has been upgraded, and I think more people must come up here,
We'll see what the road looks like after 3 months of hectic rain, because yesterday we had the first serious rains, and it's holding so far. I must be honest, I was kind of apprehensive coming up here because I've had one or two experiences, and I am pleasantly surprised. New management, new owners at Sani Top Chalets, awesome. Absolutely worth the while coming here.
For sure.
So Hannes, as a professional, you never make mistakes, eh?
You know what? A profession never admits.
This is a big news from Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi. This is a new Volkswagen Amarok 8-speed automatic.
Yeah, no, Hannes, true professional, eh?
You know what, Bernie? My mouth won't be that big, eh? Maybe there's something coming for you as well. GoPro base.
Hi, welcome to the first episode of Fly Our Face.
Volgende besoek ons die moeder die hoofstad, nee.
Because of the cost of the no, somewhere else, man.
You're not going to use that for the bloopers again.
Somewhere not far, but at least exciting. And I'll tell you where you can go.
So Hannes, that's it. End of the series.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be back next year, early next year.
Early next year. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger used to say, we'll be back.
If you have any special requests for comparative tests or want to find out more about 4x4 trips and training, find us on Facebook and stay in touch. Oh yes, and we enjoyed the trip up Sani Pass so much, we will soon be taking groups up the pass. Check out the Facebook site for more details. We'll also be posting photos of the progress on Project Landy and Project Terios, as well as some videos you did not get to see on the program. On that note, see you in March 2014.
Catch all the latest motoring news in Leisure Wheels magazine. If you want more information about that 4x4 show, find us on Facebook. There you will also find more information about that 4x4 trip in conjunction with Leisure Wheels magazine. That 4x4 show brought to you by Bridgestone, your journey, our passion.